Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we played the 5th annual Yeet Street Amateur Meet at Cornwallis Disc Golf Park in Durham, North Carolina. Today was a nice day out. We started the round around 10 o'clock in the morning, so that was pretty nice to get to sleep a little bit later than usual before the start, but overall the weather was great. My first time playing the course for the tournament setting. I had played the previous day, but I played the wrong pads because I misread the round sheet, and I thought we were playing from the reds, but we played the long tees both rounds, and so the first round had some struggles because I was not used to it at all, completely blind, and this is a very small, very tight course that requires some very delicate touch, and a very fun course. It's one that you could score very well on, especially from the red pads, but overall it was a good day. And we're going to get into round one where I struggled, and then we're going to get into round two where I believe I learned quite a bit from round one and was able to kind of make up for that. So let's get started with the video. We are starting off playing from the blues here. I'm going to throw the avalanche on a thumber. I threw a lot of thumber lines today. This course does set it pretty well for thumbers. I had a pretty good shot there. I almost had the flare, but I caught that tree right next to me at the base, and it just kind of knocked it down. And this is how I started the round off, which this round had a couple of tough moments like this. So unfortunately I only moved forward maybe about 10 feet. And then I decided to completely miss the basket. So these baskets are like, they're original like Mach Zeros or Mach 1s. Like, they're the original baskets that were put in like a very long time ago at this course. They only have a few chains on them, so I was trying the kind of the floater putt in round one, and in round two I did switch up and go back to my normal spin putt, which seemed to have worked quite a bit better. This hole here, 4, had a very tight gap that I was able to get through and get close for a birdie attempt, but unfortunately, I missed it there. But took an easy par. Hole 5 is going to be, it's a long, very sharp turning hole, so I just took a quake and just tried to throw it up and get it about halfway down, because it's all OB on the right side. You do not want to go right on this hole, so I took my PA5, just kind of put it up in the air and let it float down to the basket. Another easy par. Hole 6, this is a very tight left to right hole. So the last one was right to left, this one's left to right. So I decided to do a lefty backhand. I had a pretty good result from it. Probably circle's edge, putt for birdie. I had so many birdie attempts out here today that I just left behind, unfortunately. But it's gonna be another easy par. Almost missed it because I didn't take my time. Hole 7, gonna throw the owl here on a forehand and just put just too much Anheuser. I've got to work on my forehand a lot. I put way too much Anheuser on these shots. I have a long birdie attempt here. And it's gonna leave me with an easy par. Hole 8 is unfortunate. I'm gonna miss my drive, but basically I hit hole 8's short basket tee sign and kicked it backwards into the woods here. All I can do is just kind of toss the PA5 out into the middle. And this is to save par. And I'm just gonna roll away again. And I missing that shot, so I took a 5 here. Unfortunately, I took a double bogey on this super short, which should be easy hole. Hole number 9, I'm gonna take the avalanche, throw it on another thumber, and I caught a tree there and just knocked it down. But I'm having a long run here for the birdie. And put it right under the basket. Pretty easy par here. Hole 10's the longest par 3 out here. I'm going to throw the rogue on a backhand. That throw felt very good. And unfortunately I did skip into the woods just a little bit. And there's pretty much nothing here, so I kind of got frustrated and just threw the PA5 up in the air, and just wherever it went, I didn't care. I just said whatever. And so this is the save par. And luckily I was able to do it, no chains needed, because most of these baskets mainly only have like 2 chains on them. Hole 11, this was a weird hole. So I'm trying a thumber with the avalanche, and I got through the gap, but then I kind of flared into the woods. So I decided, oh, I missed my approach shot, so this is for par. Oh, and I just did make it. This is the only basket I think that exists that you can make that happen, where you can hit the top band and actually kick down into the basket like that. Throwing a sail here on hole 12. It started to flip up, and then it just kind of fell back into the woods a bit. But I'm going to make a run here with the Wren. And I'm going to put it right next to the basket. Easy par. Hole 13. This hole got me all day. Trying a forehand with the bonsai here, and it was looking great, and then I just caught this one tree I needed to miss, and I caught it dead square. That one, not the leaning one, but the one right behind it. Caught it square on and just stopped it. And unfortunately the owl, I threw it straight into the ground. I cannot throw a hyzer forehand. I don't know why, I just cannot do it. It's like my body will not allow me to do it. But unfortunately I'm going to take a bogey here. Hole 14 has a double mando there, so I'm just taking the avalanche and just thumber down the middle, just getting it through the mando. If that tree on the left, right past the mando, wasn't there, I'd probably throw a backhand or forehand, but that tree, for me, it makes it way too narrow to where I don't trust having to hit that far out, so I'm just throwing a thumber. So I took the owl and just threw it on a forehand, slid it up to the basket, take an easy par here. Hole 15, I believe I'm going to throw a forehand with the avalanche. Yep, and then I caught a tree and kicked straight right into 17's fairway. That was awful. So I'm way over on 17's fairway here, throwing the Wren, and I'm just going to put it up and get it as close to the basket as I can. And this is to save par. Boom. Dropped it right in. Hole 16, I'm going to throw the lark. This hole, if you can just run a disc down that right tree line and just keep it on that tree line, it'll filter right to the basket. And I threw it through the tree line, and that's me just saying that's all you gotta do is just get lucky through the trees. I completely missed the rest of the hole, but I believe I did par that one. For some reason my camera record button, I don't know what was going on, but it wasn't recording when I thought it was, so I'm gonna have to pay more attention to that. But this is hole 17, through a PA5 up the middle, just going for an easy par here. I know I didn't have anything that I could really get to move that far right, so I just played it for par. 18, I'm going to throw the Hurricane on a forehand. 263 uphill, so I'm just trying to throw it into the hill and let it kind of skip up. And it was a good throw out of the hand. A little bit more right than I wanted, but it did leave me a wide open shot kind of to the basket. I do have a leaning tree again right in the way of the basket, which always seems to be the case. There's always something in the way of the basket, and I almost cashed that in with that kind of spike hyzer putt. But an easy par. Hole 1, I'm going to throw the PA5. I'm trying to get it kind of straight into hold, and unfortunately I just threw it left into the trees. And gave me a horrible position. I'm like all up in this area where they dump all the fallen branches, and all I could do was just kind of a thumber out, just a overhand out of there. And this is for me to try to somehow save a par here. And unfortunately catch the cage, and I'm going to take another bogey. This round was rough. Next round I'm going to have to really focus on what I'm doing. Now that I've played this course for the first time from the longs, I kind of have a better understanding of what to do. And next round, I'm going to make some adjustments. But threw the owl off the tee, and I've got this long shot here. Try to make a birdie. And I hit chains, and unfortunately didn't stick. But I did take an easy tap in par here to finish out the round. So as we can see, I finished 5 over. Unfortunately, that was 837 rated, so it was slightly below my rating. And overall, it was a little bit frustrating round. I believe I said at the intro that I'd come out the day before and played a practice round and wound up playing from the wrong pads. So I basically was playing this course completely blind from the long pads, because I didn't even look at any of them yesterday. That was my fault, but went 5 over. I did learn quite a bit based on my throws this round, and what I needed to do in the second round, or what I felt I needed to do in the second round to kind of make those adjustments. And I think I did pretty good with that. So right now I believe I'm 13th out of 15 for the tournament, and we're gonna have to do some work next round. And I'll just say I'm very happy with how I finished based on where I was here. So stay tuned for round 2 and see if we're able to kind of turn the ship around a bit.